Hello everyone. As you can already tell, this is a different kind of video. Um, so I spent some time in MS Paint because MS Paint is surprisingly terrible. Um, and I used it to make my thoughts for Ori in Smash Bros. And if you don't know who Ori is, um, um, I'll link the wiki in the description and you can read about him there. But yeah, he was from a game called Ori and the Blind Forest that launched, I don't know, a couple years ago. Definitive Edition launched, uh, again, I don't really know the exact time, but after the original one. And I've been playing it, so I have had Ori on my mind for a while. So, I decided to make a moveset for him in Smash Bros. And I realized, like, right now, basically, that I forgot to do the aerials, so I'm gonna explain that after the tilts, okay? So, okay, so jab 3, for some reason it just isn't showing up. It is, like, a forward striking light thing. So the one on the left, it goes like swoops down a little, and then the other one, it goes down and has a chance of tripping, so combos there. We'll see why that's important later, as with Brawl Fan videos. Subscribe to Brawl Fan, he makes great stuff. So it would go about here, and this one would go like that, and then this one go like whoop. And the one down here, Ori would be here. His little light guy, which I forgot the name of, would go here. And it would go like, bah! And then that would be the launching hit. Okay, so for his Ftilt, two light beams would sort of like go out and go like, blah! And hit the enemy with two hits, one in the foreground, one in the background, both going around to eventually hit them. It's kind of slow, but has low end lag. Um, sorry, it's fast to come out, but it has high end lag. That's what I meant to say. Doesn't do too much damage though. This is the down tilt. It's just a quick poke. It's sort of like a one of like Marth's, but it's light instead of a sword. But it's basically a sword. His up tilt, it's just like a quick light thing above his head. Good for catching people on platforms. Again, fast to come out, but it's a lot of end lag. Well, not a lot of end lag for tilts. It's not actually that much end lag, but that's to reflect how the game is, because in the game, you go in Ori and the Blind Forest, you go like, and then you have to pause for a second before you can shoot more. So the high startup, low end lag is supposed to reflect that. Um, his dash attack is the first one that doesn't use his little light ball, so he'll like charge at the enemy. But this is the part where it gets weird, so follow me. Instead of being like a normal dash attack, this is the collision spot, by the way. Instead of being like a normal dash attack and just hitting them and going straight forward, his will hit them and then he'll bounce back going behind where he started. Um, and if you do go off stage, this does not put him into free fall, so don't worry. I'm not that mean. Because this is just a concept. So I'm not a game developer, nor will I probably ever be a game developer. Although I do want to be a video game musician composer guy, because I think that that sounds cool. And I like music, for those of you who didn't know. Um, oh, I said I was gonna do the, aerials. So, his neutral air, he would send, like, little pecks of light out, like, shorter than that, more like that long, about that long. In relation to his body, it'd be like about here, and it'd just send those out in every direction. Um, his forward air would basically just be his Ftilt, but in the air. His back air, would be sort of like Corrin's, where if it hits, except not like Corrin's, because it'll only propel him forward if it hits an enemy. If it doesn't hit an enemy, then he'll actually dive backwards the direction of the back air. Um, his down air will be sort of like, charge flame. It'd be sort of like a miniature charge flame going like beneath them. And like there'll be like different radiation levels on those charge flame, and like dark blue ones would just be regular, and then the light blue one in the middle would spike. So yeah, have fun with that. Oh, and his up air would be combo thing. And it would be basically just be his up tilt, but instead of going all the way up here, it'd just go like whoop. It'd be a lot faster. Whoop. So now his forward smash. So the first hits would be so like you charge up, and then his light thing unleashes a barrage of hits, and if you fully charge it, then after the barrage of hits, Ori will this is sort of improv. I didn't really think this part through too much, but I think it looks cool. So Ori will like follow through with the lights hits and launch them with a shoulder bash. But if you don't charge it up all the way, that's fine. This will still launch them a fair distance, like killing it like 110-ish. But this one will kill it like 100. So it does a fair amount more. Yeah, his down smash. It looks complicated, but it's really not. So it goes like, whoop. So it goes hit, and then it brings them back. I'm recording a video. That'd be great. Sorry about that. I had to deal with a thing real quick. Um. So you like, let's say your opponent's right here. So this would go. So it would hit them right here, then it would bring them back to hit them right here, and then it would launch them into the final hit, which would send them like up and then down again, sort of. Sort of like Game & Watch's not burying hit on his down smash. And then his up smash would be another mini charge flame up. This one wouldn't be a sweet spot. This is just the light guy. It just sends upwards. And these little lines here are weak hitboxes that aren't nearly as strong and have almost no knockback. But it's good for catching people out of the air if they don't hit the big explosion. Okay, so now for his gimmick. So you know how in Ori and the Blind Forest he has like this level meter? Well, this is his gimmick. So he fills up his like little circle meter thing by hitting enemies with combos. So in other words, he's a very high skill cap character. And his aerials, his smash attacks, that's why his F smash is multi-hitting, and that's also why his down smash is so weird. Because then you get the 3-hit combo to fill up your meter. And so, like, if you only get, like, 2 hits in a combo, then it doesn't get much charge. But if you get, like, a massive combo of, like, 15, then, like, a bunch of the meter is filled, like it's shown here. And I also forgot to put this on the thing, but if you, lose a stock, or take a stock, then your meter is instantly filled like a fourth of the way, just to make it so that you're not stuck on level 1 for the whole game. Because then assuming that you trade stocks evenly, you'll be level 3 on the last stock. And the reason why the levels matter is what I'm getting to with the specials. So, also, how do you like this UI that I made in MS Paint? I'm very good at this, just kidding. So his neutral special is Charge Flame. At level 1, it's just sort of like a little thing. It just doesn't do much it doesn't do much knockback, does like 15%, so not much. At level 2, it's a lot bigger, does significantly more knockback, but not a lot more damage, and it actually knocks Ori back onto the ground. You can tech it, it's just sort of like any other falling on the ground thing. And then for level 3, it like, let's say your opponent was standing here, it would blast Ori backwards, but it would blast your opponent, like, really far, like, it's a kill move. And this is where I was talking about the sweet spot thing with his down air. It shows up here too. If your opponent is like right in this light blue area, then they take a lot more damage. Like this, like that's like 20, like 15 to 20% depending on how far away you are. But this right here, that's like 30%. This would not be spammable, though, because you can always do the level 1 and the level 2 with Charge Flame, but you have to charge it up to get to each of them. So, like, at level 2, you have to go to level 1 and then charge up to level 2. And at level 3, you have to go level 1, level 2, level 3. So that's my way of keeping it balanced. Let me know if you think it works. Side special is Dash. He charges forward a little bit, goes about a third of FD. And same for level 2 with Distance, but it deals a little bit of flinching damage. Nothing major, though. And then at level 3, he goes a lot farther. He goes like slightly more than half of Final Destination. And it deals like 10%. And the downside for this one is that your little light ball, it falls behind you, so you can't use any moves that involve him for like a second while he catches up to you. His up special looks complicated, but it's not. So his first one, the black and purple, the mostly purple but a little bit of black bird thing appears. Then you use bash and jump off of it, sending you up. And then with level 2, there's no level 3 for this one. At level 2, it's Kuro's Feather, so a little wind thing appears below you, and you like soar up, and then it's sort of like Peach and Daisy's, where you like float a little, and then you can like put it away and then keep floating, just like Peach and Daisy. It's basically just Peach and Daisy's up special. And then his down B is the Light Burst. Yeah. So, at level 1, he throws out the Light Burst. It explodes if it touches anything except Ori himself. It's a projectile. Or it also explodes after 5 seconds. But at level 2, it becomes a lot more like Link's bombs, and it behaves more like an item than like a true bomb, and it explodes after 45 seconds. But you can press the button again while you're close to it to use bash, just like here, which propels you. And it also causes the light burst to explode a lot faster. So, thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you next time. Subscribe, like, share. Is that it? I would plug my merch, but I don't have any. So, see ya. MS Paint is both good and terrible. Bye.